Hello, hello. Linda from Barlates Body Blitz here, back with a coffee walk and talk today. Minnie decided to just scoot out of the studio. She was here a second ago, but who knows, she might be back scratching at the window very soon because that's her style, or any cat's style really. So come and walk with me while we chat about various things. Updates to do with the channel, updates to do with my other new channel, Linda Active. And also at the end, I want to talk about a few little things that have been on my mind that hopefully will benefit you guys as well. We're going to be walking at a pretty moderate pace today, and I'm going to set my timer or my step counter so I can see how many steps we do. So make sure that when you're walking in place, you have your arms swinging so you really clock up all those steps. Tummies are in, chest is proud, and a big smile on your face because we are grateful to be able to move. And here in Western Australia, it is another beautiful winter day. Our temperatures have been pretty cold in the mornings for our standard, 5 degrees Celsius. But during the day, it's still been heating up to say 18 degrees, even 21 degrees the other day. So it's kind of like other people's summer. But for us, it's cold because it does get to 40, 45 degrees in summer. So you can see kind of the difference in temperature. And because it is so beautiful outside, Minnie likes to sunbathe, Yoda too. So that's probably where she is now, on the grass sunbathing as she usually does. So guys, how have you been enjoying the conglomeration of workouts I have been putting out? So on the Barlates channel, I've been kind of doing a little bit of everything. There is method to my madness though, believe me, there is. So I've been trying to do a walk and talk. Then I've also been doing those little 10-minute, 15-minute feel-good dance cardio sessions because as I talked about in my last active chat, I really want to be able to give you guys, let's go step touch. I just realized we've been walking the entire time. I want to give you guys the ability to just let loose every now and then and really just find a way to dance, even if you're not a dancer, or to move your body that fills you with endorphins, that gets rid of a little bit of stress, and that just makes you feel happy and feel good. So that's the purpose behind those shorter sessions. And a lot of them are just simply freestyle, so me dancing around to music. And as I have said in the past, you don't have to follow my steps. You can find some exercises that you like and repeat them over and over. You can just kind of run around the room with your hands waving in the air like you just don't care, if that's your jam. Really just giving you some examples of what you can do, butt kick, in order to relieve some stress in our stressful lives, just to get 10 minutes here and there of a way of boosting all of those happy hormones. It's just a good thing, right? Just like if you can take some time out in nature, or you can take time spending time with your favorite people, your favorite pets, or you can do some meditation. Same thing with our exercise. And a lot of times we do use exercise to kind of get in the shape that we think we should be in. But exercise is also supposed to just feel good. So that's what I'm trying to do with those walking workouts. Then you will also see some walking workouts that don't have any instruction and they're just music only. And we're going to go 2 steps across. And those ones are for the people that prefer just to pump up the music, not have any distractions, and using their cardio session almost like therapy, dancing around once again maybe if that's your thing. But yeah, just wanted to mix it up to do a little bit of everything, full cueing, a little bit of cueing, no cueing, to kind of reach a larger audience. And then you will also have noticed my chair workouts, which I just did an entire series of, and I am planning on continuing to add to my chair workouts, but maybe not as frequently as I have done so in the past month, because I want to also give some opportunity for people with disabilities, for seniors, let's go side step, for people that maybe are recovering from injury. So trying to get a wider audience involved in just moving their body in a fun way, because I did look online and there wasn't really that many seated workouts that were also fun and high energy. A lot of them were really kind of easy and basic. So I thought I would mix it up a bit, add in some fun equipment, pump up the music and make it something that even people that are kind of like a little bit more advanced in their fitness can still get a good workout. Because for me personally, I know when I have had injuries and I haven't been able to do my regular workouts, heels in front, it has always been a godsend to find workouts that are intense in a different way. So that was kind of my aim with the chair workouts. And they are not easy, guys. Even if you don't have any injuries and you can do my standing workouts, give them a go. Maybe there's some days in the month, maybe that time of the month where you don't feel like doing a lot, or for example, if you've got a headache, or if you're recovering from a cold and you do want to move your body but you don't want to do anything too strenuous, then try them. Give them a go. Just because it says seated doesn't mean anything. You know me, I never do an easy workout. So those are those seated workouts. And then of course, we've got the toning workouts, which are my speciality. I just love doing them so much. Let's do knees up with a chop down arm. I just love those toning workouts, probably the most out of anything I do. Although I have been really enjoying the dance workouts too. So it's kind of like a little bit of everything. I guess I don't have to have a favorite, I can love it all. But with the toning sessions, you would have noticed a lot of them have been going back to old school ways, in the sense that it's a flowing workout without a timer, because that's kind of what I do best. That's what got me starting to film videos for you guys, because I wanted to be able to just flow one exercise into the next, groupings that really burn out and fatigue each muscle group before moving on, fun combinations, standing mat, a little bit of everything in terms of equipment. So that's where I've kind of gone back to with those 15-minute tone videos. Let's go back to walking in place. Maybe you prance a little bit, lifting your heels and make it a bit more energetic, but you can definitely just walk. So yeah, so the Tone 15 series is 10 workouts all up. I think I still have another one to upload. And then I'm going to go on to the Endurance 50. That's my next step forward. And of course, with the members site, I have been uploading the lower body extreme workouts, which have turned out to be crazy extreme. I didn't expect they were going to be so hard. How about 2 and 2? If you want to, little steps like this. I'm just going to kind of bounce with the music a little bit. So yeah, those lower body extreme workouts, if you're not a member, if you want to just do a membership for 1 month, it's worth it just for those workouts. They are definitely going back to my, okay, stepped up, definitely going back to my old school roots as well. No timer, but super tough. Super, super tough. Lots of new moves in there too that I didn't even realize were so effective. A lot of loop stuff. And today I filmed the last one in the series, and it was with a resistance band where I tied a loop in one side for my foot, which I have done often, but in the other side I tied a bigger loop to put around my thigh. So you can only imagine what can be done with that equipment. It's kind of like the double loop. I don't know if any of you know the double loop. It's kind of a piece of equipment that Pure Barre uses a lot. Well, this is kind of my take on it, and it's super, super effective. So let's go forward, back, forward, back. So if you are new to my Barlates channel and you don't know about it, I have a members site that has exclusive workouts that are not free on YouTube, and there's hundreds on there and it is Australian dollar $14.99 a month, which I think is $9.99 American, for you to access all of those workouts. And it's bi-monthly, so you pay for 1 month and then you can choose to cancel or continue. And there are a lot of full-length workouts on there. So I do still, of course, have full-length workouts on my regular free YouTube channel, but for the members in particular, there are a lot of series that are longer. Let's do figure 8 arms, side step, the comprehensive bar, the comprehensive series, the cardio bar series, the Metcon series, lots of really advanced training on there if that's your jam. And that brings me to Linda Active. So if you guys don't know, a few months ago I started a brand new channel as a result of getting hacked 3 times. I kind of thought, hey, maybe this is a sign from the universe to do something new. Let's now lift our knees and keep the same arms. And I wanted to still keep my Pilates channel, but just start something brand new because it had been my 10th year on YouTube, pretty much my anniversary. And I wanted to just branch out, try something new. So I started Linda Active. And for those of you who don't know about it, go over and watch 1 and 2, 1 and 2, wide arms. Go and watch the welcome video over at Linda Active, because that will explain in detail what it's all about. But it's basically making custom viewer workouts. So you guys get to decide the workouts I film. Last month, I chose 10 winners. So each month you get to submit, and out of the people that submit, I choose 10 people whose workouts I create. And this month was amazing. There were so many cool workouts. If you haven't headed on over, please have a look, because there were some really tough ones. So for all of my members, if you haven't checked out Linda Active, some of the leg workouts, lower body workouts, were super tough this month. We also had some really fun, creative workouts, like one with boxing in it. Then we had one with bouncing a ball the entire workout, which I definitely didn't know was going to be so hard. Knee, knee, back, back. It was crazy cardio, especially because the winner, Cody, wanted me to chat about various things throughout the entire time that I was bouncing the ball. And I'd never done anything like that before, and I actually thought, wow, you know, it's not going to be that hard just bouncing a ball, right? Well, I was humbled. I was definitely out of breath there quite a few times, and trying to control the ball as well was a lot of fun. It was a great workout, so that one's on there too. And we also had a number of people asking for workouts that were a little bit easier, more beginner intermediate, one for that time of the month if you don't have as much energy, one for if you have a headache but you still want to work out, another one which was like a mobility flow, let's go up and down, which was also a way of kind of stretch sculpting the body. So a number of workouts that were actually easier, but still great workouts. Still something that makes you feel accomplished even when you're not feeling 100%. Front, back, side, side. Front, back, side. I don't know why I'm doing such a difficult one. I can't talk at the same time when I do this, so let's just finish it here. Front, back, okay. Let's just move our hips a bit with arm openers. Maybe bend your arms or keep them straight. So Linda Active, I've finished all the workouts now. I know I still have a few days left till the end of the month, so I might pick another name out of the hat. But I need to be careful because I have noticed, let's just go up with our arms. I have noticed that when I have things on that I love, up and down with those arms, side step, I can tend to overdo it. I tend to get so euphoric in the filming and in creating the workouts that I forget that I need to have some time out as well. So this week I'm going to be disciplined and I'm going to slow it down a bit, and I'm going to make sure I have enough off time. How about side to side with a little step back? Have enough off time, just gardening, hanging out with the cats, spending time with family and friends, watching shows. We just binge watched a show called Silo, which was quite interesting, pretty good actually. Can't wait for the second series because it ended on an absolute cliffhanger, as they always do. So just taking care of myself, making sure I'm eating right and sleeping lots, all of those things so that I'm in top form again when it comes to filming next month's workouts. So not just the Pilates ones, but also the 10 Linda Active ones. I've been filming up a storm, people, an absolute storm. I don't think I've ever filmed so much. Let's go up and down, alternating arms. So I hope you guys are enjoying the huge variety of stuff I've been putting out there. And if you ever wanted to, you can buy me a coffee or you can super thanks me. YouTube has that super thanks option to show appreciation for all the free content out there, or just join the membership. That's another way of showing appreciation. But I'm just glad that you guys are on board with all these new things that I'm trying out. Front and back, pull. Let's do butt kicks. So I thank you guys for being on board, for leaving me comments, for all of your encouraging comments. I really appreciate all of that, and it gives me that extra little boost to just keep making more content. Not that I could stop, really, because it's in my blood. I just enjoy it so much. What else can I tell you? There was another lady who asked me to make a kids workout. So she said she would like to be able to exercise with her children. Can I make a workout that's kind of kid friendly? And I thought about it for a while, and I thought I'm just not, it's not even on my radar. But hey, I mean, it can't be that hard, right? Let's just go side to side. 1, 2, 3, and tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. So I'm definitely thinking about it, if that was you. So can you give me feedback on that? Is there anyone else out there who thinks that it might be a good idea to make a fun, maybe 10-minute workout for children to follow along, maybe with their parents, to get them up and moving if they've been maybe hemmed in on a rainy day and haven't been able to get outside to play? Give me some feedback. Is there anyone out there whose children would actually do it? Because I don't want to kind of waste my time. Not that it would be a waste of time, because even with one person doing it, it would be fun. And maybe it's something that would just expand my repertoire of trying new things. So I'm definitely considering it, guys, but I'd love your feedback on that one too. Now, we've been walking for nearly 20 minutes. Walk in place, out, in. Let me check my timer. 1,844 steps already, and we haven't really been going that fast. I'm going to try and make it up to that 2,000. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys about, actually just before I talk about that, please subscribe to this channel and my Linda Active channel if you haven't already, because Linda Active, nearly 1,000 subscribers, but guys, there's like 56,500 subscribers on this channel. Where are you all? Are you really not doing all those free workouts on Linda Active if you subscribe to this channel? Please go over there. The quality is amazing of all of the submissions that the viewers have given me. Really great ideas, new things that you never would have seen on Barlates as well. So head on over and please subscribe. Unfortunately, there's this thing about subscribing because most people just forget, right? 40-50% of people that view my workouts don't subscribe. With some channels, it's even more. So please, other leg forward, subscribe. It would really help the overall, channel. I don't know what you want to, how to say it, but it would just help me. It would help me out a lot. I'd really appreciate it. And I know most of the people that watch my coffee walks have subscribed, so thank you guys for doing that. Okay, so as I have said in the past, if you don't know, now you know, my camera switches itself off after 25 minutes. So I'm gonna go and switch the camera over to put it back on, and then I'll talk to you a little bit more. So keep on walking. Okay, we're back. So the last thing I want to chat with you guys about is something that I've been thinking about the last few days, and it came up again today in a podcast I was listening to. And that is the idea that life is really short. You have a limited amount of time on this earth. And you decide whether you are going to spend it happy or unhappy, right? If you've been following my Walk and Talk series, it's all about how the thoughts we think over and over turn into beliefs, which then cause us to feel certain emotions, which then generate certain actions, right? So if you don't know much about that sort of stuff, head on over, watch all of my Walk and Talk videos. They kind of all build on this concept. And for me, in order to enjoy my life, the number one most important thing is to get control of my thoughts, because that is what decides if I'm happy or if I'm sad. And if my emotions and my reality is contingent on circumstances being favorable, then there's going to be many times in my life that I'm going to be on a roller coaster ride of emotions, step touch again, where I'm going to be up, I'm going to be down, depending on what happens around me, depending on how people treat me. There's so many reasons to be sad or unhappy, the news, things happening in the world around us. So if we don't have a good harness on our minds, we can easily spend the majority of our day and our limited future in a negative frame of mind, feeling unhappy emotions. Now, that is not where I want to be at. I know it may sound morbid, but maybe think about, let's go back to butt kicks. Think about being on your deathbed. What are the memories going to be that you cherish at that time? What are you going to think back on? And what are you going to have regrets about? Those things are the things you need to really consider right now while you can. Okay? Do things that bring you joy. Choose not to allow a negative circumstance to dictate how you feel and cause you to spiral into negative thinking patterns, which then cause you to be unhappy for maybe the whole day, maybe the whole week, maybe the whole month. We wake up each day, and it has been proven by neurologists, let's go in front with heel taps across, that we think the same thoughts. 90% of the thoughts we think are the same as yesterday. You go to bed ruminating on some negative event, maybe it was something in your past that you have no ability to go back and change. You wake up thinking those same thoughts. Your emotions are tied to the way you think and your beliefs. You go through life either a happy person or an unhappy person. You choose what you let into your mind. And I want for all of you to get to the point where you realize, 2 steps across, that you do not have to allow circumstances and people in your life to cause you to feel unhappy. It is a complete fallacy that we're supposed to be happy in this life without having any struggle. Whoever taught us that we're supposed to kind of feel happy all the time and that life is supposed to go our way doesn't know about the realities of life. I personally believe that this world is all about learning lessons. And how can you learn lessons if you never have any contrast in your life? How can you learn lessons if there's no kind of balancing in your life between good and bad? How can you be pushed in a certain direction if something negative doesn't push you, or maybe it's something positive that pushes you? Either way, let's go side to side with those hips. Either way, we have the ability to see a negative circumstance as a lesson or as something that's like a hammer hitting us on the head, right? We can choose whether we play a victim or whether we feel empowered to rise above the circumstance and learn the lesson, learn whatever lesson we can learn from it. So what I want for you is to get to the point where your happiness is not based on the circumstances around you being good. I want you to be able to choose to find things to be grateful for, to find things to be happy about in day-to-day life, whether things are going favorably or not favorably, and to see unfavorable events as lessons rather than something to hate and fear. See it as just another step in the journey, a crossroad perhaps, something that will launch you in a new direction. So when something comes your way that seems to be negative, maybe it's a person that is rude to you, maybe it's getting fired from a job, maybe it's a sickness, think of it as a way of the universe telling you it's time to choose a slightly different path. And the way that you can listen even more clearly to your inner self or your true self telling you which direction to go is to learn to quieten yourself, is to spend time in self-care, maybe meditation, maybe exercise, maybe going for a walk in nature. Spend time listening to your nervous system, your emotions, how you feel, and then choose to redirect any negative thinking. Choose to redirect any negative thinking. I'm putting a bit of a bounce in it into something a bit more positive. It doesn't have to be so feeling positive about the circumstance that you feel negative about. That's not what I mean. I mean, find something else that it's easy to feel positive about, to take your mind off the negative circumstance, to distract you, and to make you feel happier. For me, all I need to do is spend some time with the cats or put on a favorite song and jump around and dance around, and that is enough to shift my nervous system and for me to be able to, it doubles, to say, what am I going on about? Nothing is that important for me to be unhappy an entire day or even an entire hour in this short life. Nothing is that important. So try and find ways to incorporate more joy in your life and more self-awareness so that you can ensure that your future has more bright in it than dark, okay? Each day, and there's nothing wrong with having some negative emotions. That's just normal. I'm talking about redirecting when it happens so that you can feel more happy emotions. That's it. That's all I have to say to you. I hope that it's something that's helpful. Now guys, with my walk and talk series, if you are one of the people that does all of those walk and talk workouts with me, give me some ideas about what you would like me to talk about, because I'm taking it down a path that I find helpful and interesting, but I want to do that for you as well. I want to discuss things that have been on your minds and that you have maybe benefited from or that you want to know more about. So make sure that you comment below this video and let me know. Thank you so much for walking with me. Let's have a look. 3,000 steps. 3,000 steps, guys. That last little bit of jumping around was really up that step count and also the cardio factor. So thank you very much for all of your beautiful comments and all of your support. And I will walk and talk with you again very soon. Bye for now.